What's up, guys? Jeremy Clark here at Premium Tier Futures Discord, and just looking over the settings for NinjaTrader 8 to use trading ES futures. I just wanted to go over some of how I have it set up, and also just looking at this market today. This would have been Friday. We had this kind of diagonal coming down, and then this big pop right here. This is very likely short covering. When shorts cover, they have to buy, and this strong little impulse pull back under VWAP. When we got to the open today, that led to more short covering. And the reason I say that is because if you look at the market profile for today, it ends up making a shape kind of like this, kind of like a big P. And that indicates that very likely shorts were covering, causing this rally. It was very low volume. The pre-market volume was below 200,000 lots traded, so I was kind of skeptical about today. It was low volume. It wanted us to believe it's a trend day, but was it really? It's trying to be, could be. And it certainly still could come back. You can see prices trying to make a move to the high after the pullback. But I would not have wanted to really be in all of this. So just looking at what we have right here, 69.60. This is the value area high from yesterday. The blue line would be VPOC, and you can see there's quite a bit of volume. Most of the day's volume happened around 69.53. Down here, the red line, dotted line, we have 6939.75. That's previous day high. I marked the pre-market low in orange. It's this dotted line, and just below that we have value area low. And I just want to point out these gray shaded areas near the low with all this low volume node space in between. If price pulls back, and it's very likely to, because like I said, it looked like short covering today, so there hasn't been a lot of strength to the buyers. If it pulls back, these areas will likely fill. Down here, 6866.75, that was previous day low, and those are just sort of the levels and how I plot them. Also, you'll notice in the bottom right corner I have the tick counter. And this is great for trying to figure out when the next candle is about to form if you want to get in, if you're trying to go for a second entry. Now, I did take a trade today. It wasn't a great trade. I don't think it was perfectly executed by any means, and I wanted to stay out today, but price was coming up. And I was looking for a second entry. We got this first entry short, pulled back to the EMA, second entry short that failed. So we have a failed second entry short right here, and also a first entry long, or a second entry long. So here's your first entry long, second entry long. This is where I got in, and I placed my stop loss just below that. So 6948, 6947 was my stop. You'll notice I added a contract here. I was overzealous and it pulled back on me. Started to take off again. I added a third contract, and again it pulled back on me, but it never hit my stop, which was, let's see if I can mark that for you. My stop was down here at 6947. Just a couple ticks under the low of that second entry long, and you can see price came back, tested 3 times. Fourth time came up to the midline of the diagonal, and I had a take profit order sitting at the previous high, which was right around 57.50, and that hit. I should have taken off 2 there, but I took off 1. That may have just been an accident. No, I'm sorry. I did take off 2. I took 2 off here let's move this over. And then I held a runner, and the runner actually did better than the trade itself of all three contracts. And I should have gotten out when I saw this big candle and this failure under value area high, but I didn't. And I was sort of anticipating a horizontal range here that didn't form after this pullback, so that was a good sign that price was actually going to fail right there, and it did. Anyway, I made about 48 ticks total on that, and switched into sim when I saw price failing under the low of the diagonal. And we got this second entry short right here. I did take this short in simulation, and I rode that down to 69.46, which was the high of the previous horizontal rotation that broke out. So it was a back test of that. And you can see when price back tested that level right around 69.45, it bounced pretty hard. Pretty strong likelihood that this now goes back to the high. That would be typical behavior. So we've got the high right here, 69.6350, corresponding with the midline of the diagonal. Like I said, though, it's low volume and slow. Would you want to be in this? I don't know. I didn't want to be in this. We can draw a diagonal here and just keep an eye on it. This one does look stronger. It's more than a 45-degree angle, which you'll notice. This one, I don't know if this was actually a 45-degree angle or not. It might have been under. It seemed really weak. This one seems stronger and more impulsive. If I was going to go long here, what I'd want to see is a back test of the edge of the volume profile, and then a strong bounce, and then maybe target 69.60, maybe hold a runner to 69.63, with previous day high. But I'd want to see that pullback and a really strong second entry long right there to back it up. I'd also want to see like a strong break of the previous zone of sellers. You can see that right here. This is where sellers kicked in. There's a order block there and an order block there. So potentially this could act as support now. If this is flipped to support and I want to see it back tested and bounced, I would consider going long. If it were, the first hour of trading, which it isn't, day's over for me. So I'm just kind of going over what happened today and some of the moves and showing you guys the settings. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments. Again, we're coming to you from the Premium Tier Futures Discord. You can find us on X. And hit the like button. Give me a subscribe. And please feel free to ask questions and interact. Hope you guys had a great trading day, and I will catch you on the next one.